Welcome back to the 17 News at Sunrise podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning. Right now at 5, preparing for a busy week in Washington. Democrats getting ready to vote on a COVID stimulus bill in 2 weeks, including those stimulus payments. Plus, former President Donald Trump's impeachment trial begins tomorrow. We'll tell you what to expect. Here at home, Mothers Against Gang Violence hold a Black History Month celebration for local kids, bringing attention to the need for social and economic development in communities of color. And making Super Bowl history, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take home the Lombardi Trophy, but it's QB Tom Brady taking home a record. This is Monday, February 8th, 2021. And good morning. Good to have you with us here at 5 a.m. I'm Maddie Jansen, anchoring from home. Alex Fisher, he drew the short straw. He had to actually come into work this morning. Sorry about that, Alex.
You know what? It's not a big deal, Maddie, of course, because I have to say I was able to get to bed right on time. Not going to lie, a little disappointed in the Super Bowl. It was very underwhelming. That is my analysis of the game. We'll get to more reaction, though, on last night's big game in just a bit. Let's turn things over to Kevin Charette. Let's get his opinion. Kev, what did you think of the Super Bowl? Of course, your Seahawks weren't playing in it, but what was your overall take?
Yeah, I was going for the Chiefs, and I think Patrick Mahomes' injuries the last few weeks kind of affected him on his ability to play last night. But it was a good game to watch. Congratulations to Tom Brady and his overall record. I was an overall winner. We won $300 here at this house with the Super Bowl pool. So hey, I'm not complaining. I just bought a new grill a couple of weeks ago. So hey, it pays for it, right? All right, let's talk about our weather forecast on this Monday. And I hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl as well. Today we're going to be looking at mostly sunny skies around the area. In fact, it's going to be feeling a little warm out there. Above normal temperatures are expected. The one thing we're looking at too is maybe a little patchy fog. There is a dense fog advisory in place right now until 9 a.m. Haven't seen much, and you can see here on our fog severity index, all is good from Bakersfield all the way through parts of Fresno. And you can see downtown Bakersfield, nothing has formed. We're at 43 degrees under a calm wind right now. Visibility good at Meadows Field. Mostly sunny skies throughout the day, and you can see those 60s and pushing near 70. I'm going to put 70 degrees out there this afternoon. And then for the Tehachapi area, a light breeze right now, 35 degrees, and visibility is good. And as you take a look at the hour by hour here, you'll see temperatures expected into the 60s. So a nice, comfortable day up your way. We'll talk much more about your forecast coming up in just a little bit, but for now, we'll send it back over to you.
All right, Kev, thanks so much. And we continue to talk about the big game yesterday as Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were crowned Super Bowl champions last night. Tom Brady made his 7th Super Bowl title look very familiar despite moving south to a new team and a conference. During a pandemic, Brady threw 2 touchdown passes to old friend Rob Gronkowski and 1 to Antonio Brown. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City 31-9. On their home field in Super Bowl 55. Brady earned his 5th Super Bowl MVP award and broke his own mark for oldest player to win a Super Bowl. The Buccaneers won their 2nd NFL title and 1st in 18 years, while becoming the first team to play the big game at home, capping an unusual and challenging season played through the coronavirus pandemic. And Buccaneers fans flooded the streets in Tampa Bay following the hometown victory. Many fans were seen celebrating without masks in close contact, despite several warnings from health officials about the possibility of a super spreader event breaking out. Many fans praised Tom Brady for capping off his first season of the Bucs with the Lombardi Trophy.
Crazy to me that Brady just comes and wins the Super Bowl whenever he feels like it. That just kind of blows my mind.
When asked about his future and the possibility of retirement, Brady left no questions unanswered, saying, "Oh yeah, we're coming back. We're coming back."
Your time now is 5:07. Mothers Against Gang Violence celebrated Black History Month in Bakersfield this weekend. 17's Perla Shaheen tells us about what they're doing to educate Black youth.
Children of color from all over Kern County gathered near Casa Loma School in East Bakersfield to celebrate Black history.
Kids are excited, it gives them something to look forward to because they're actually getting a chance to look at history, what's now, and what could be.
handful of kids sang and danced to their favorite Black artists. Some took center stage to talk about the accomplishments of famous people of color, like Jackie Robinson, Jay-Z, and Kobe.
I'm Jackie Robinson, and I'm the first black major and the first baseball player.
Children are angels, and if you can be a part of their world and make it better, that's the best thing that any human being can do.
What do we want? When do we want it? Now!
Mothers Against Gang Violence organized the event to bring awareness of the need for social and economic development in communities of color.
I hope to accomplish change every time I come out here and I could connect with our people and talk with our community and give these events. It's about change. It's about making change here in Greater Bakersfield. You know, this is our city. This is where we live. And I want us to live in peace.
Other organizations came to show their support, including the Buffalo Soldiers.
I come out here because when I was growing up in this neighborhood, people gave back to me and my brothers and sisters. And so I think it's only right that we replicate the things that happen to us and we give back to the community.
Event organizers hope the younger generation will grow up to appreciate Black historical heroes. And a programming note, you can tune in for a Black History Month special on February 27th right here on TV 17.
The World Ag Expo is taking place again this year, but like most major events lately, it's going digital. The 2021 World Ag Expo will take place online starting tomorrow and then run through Thursday. Organizers say, though they feel a digital event is not a true replacement for a traditional expo, going digital will still allow ag buyers and sellers to come together during the coronavirus pandemic. Officials said they'll support exhibitors and the online site throughout the year. And we've placed a link to register for the expo on our website, kget.com.
Your time's 5:10 now, and here's a story to put a smile on your face. Over the weekend, a dynamic duo found a new home. A 17 News viewer sent us a tip that these two boxers were running loose in an orchard between Wasco and Shafter on Friday. The male and female were reportedly starving, their ribs visible in these photos. Saturday night, though, the pair found hope as Boxers and Bullies Rescue connected them with a foster family in Taft. And if you're interested in adopting a boxer or pit bull or becoming a dog foster parent, you can visit Bakersfield Boxers and Bullies Rescue.org. Welcome back here at 521 and taking a look at news around town as community members gathered this weekend to help raise funds for a local woman battling cancer. Susan Miller-Borgs, described by her friends as a human and animal activist. She was given just months to live back in November. Due to the cost of her cancer treatments, Susan's friends have been raising funds to help any way they can.
She works a lot with people in the community that are either just having a hard time or homeless. She's helped many get their Social Security, get documents from family, put them in motels, get them haircuts, food, kind of get them on their feet, like give them that little push that they needed to get off the streets.
Susan Miller-Borg has also been named as a finalist for our annual Remarkable Women contest here at KGET. If you'd like to read more on her story or help her pay for her treatments, just head to our website, kget.com. Meantime, this week you can support local families affected by cancer by purchasing a box of Dewar's Chews. Mendaburu Magic Foundation and KGET have teamed up once again for the annual Cupid's Challenge. All month long, you can buy boxes online or purchase them in a drive-thru this Friday, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Dewar's on Ice Street. A box of the famous chews will cost $20, and the money raised goes to Mendaburu Magic Foundation, which helps families and children dealing with cancer and other serious illnesses.
523 now in our 17 follow-up file. It has now been 7 weeks since 2 California City boys were first reported missing, and the search continues this morning, 49 days later. 3-year-old Orson and 4-year-old Orrin West were reported missing on December 21st. Despite efforts from California City Police and the FBI, there has not been a break in the case. The reward for information on the boys' whereabouts now stands at $120,000. If you have any information, you can call the California City Police Department at 760-373-8606 or Secret Witness at 322-4040.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Welcome back here at 526. In your Business Watch, asking prices of newly listed homes hit a new all-time record high. Redfin says the median asking price hit $330,000 during the 4-week period that ended January 31st. That's a 10% spike from the same period 1 year ago. This suggests we will see stronger price growth this spring than is typical this time of year. Inventory remains incredibly tight. New listings of homes for sale were down 12% from a year earlier. That remains the largest decline since May. The biggest driver of vaccine compliance may come down to how much someone wants to travel. A new study from The Points Guy finds nearly half of Americans say their desire to travel impacts their willingness to get the COVID-19 vaccine. A quarter said travel has a major impact on their inclination to be vaccinated, and just under a quarter said it would have a minor impact. The survey also found the vaccine would give would-be travelers the confidence to hit the road again, which has ignited optimism in the travel industry.
It is a big week in Washington. Former President Trump's impeachment trial starts tomorrow, and Democrats start laying out what COVID relief will look like, including new payments for parents. Tracy Potts has that story.
Hi, Alex. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Here's where we are in Washington this week. Senators staying in town for the impeachment trial, but members of the House, some of them are leaving their leadership to work out the details on COVID relief.
Recovery package, but
Democrats are preparing to vote on COVID relief in 2 weeks, including stimulus payments. In an interview with CBS Evening News, President Biden said the payments will phase out based on income.
it's somewhere between an individual making up to 75 and phasing out and a couple making up to 150 and phasing out. But again, I'm wide open on what that is.
The president admits this bill will not raise the minimum wage, but Democrats are planning to add new child payments up to $3,600 paid monthly starting in July. Republicans argue the $1.9 trillion plan costs too much.
Sometimes a cure is worse than a disease.
Stimulus talks continue as the Senate prepares for the Trump impeachment trial to begin tomorrow.
I think this is a very bad idea. 45 plus Republicans are going to vote early on that it's unconstitutional.
A handful of Republicans say they'll be impartial jurors.
I'm going to listen to the arguments on both sides and make the decision that I think is right.
Those arguments may or may not include witnesses.
There will already be over 100 witnesses present, and those will be the House and Senate members.
But getting 17 Republicans to convict still seems unlikely. Senate Democrats say they'll leave it up to House managers, the prosecutors in this trial, whether there's a need to call witnesses. And so far, House managers haven't said if they will. I'm Tracy Potts, 17 News.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.